everyone, I'm Brittany and this is Emily and we're two of Festival's registered dietitians. Emily, aren't you glad we're talking about this recipe today?
I sure am. We just love oranges.
Yes, we do. And today we're using oranges in this recipe. Now, typically you use oranges, when you use oranges in a recipe, you use the orange juice or orange zest. Today we are using fresh orange juice as part of our dressing for our salad.
Awesome.
But first, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about some fun facts about oranges.
That's right. Festival has a huge selection of different kinds of oranges.
Yeah, what's your favorite kind of orange?
I think my favorite one would have to be blood oranges, just because I love that deep red color and they're super sweet.
They're so delicious. I like clementines because they're so cute. When you're looking for oranges in the store, you want to look for oranges with smooth, firm skin that are kind of heavy for their size.
Sure.
And then best practice is to store them in the refrigerator. They'll last about 1 to 2 weeks. Or you can leave them on the counter, but they'll only last a couple of days in that case.
Sure, and like other fruits, oranges are also very nutritious. They have a lot of fiber, and they're really important for cold and flu season because they are packed with that vitamin C.
And we learned a fun fact that an orange seed is actually called a pip. So that's the proper name for it. But anyway, let's get started on this recipe. We're making an orange quinoa salad today. So let's also talk a little bit about quinoa.
Sure. Today we're using a red quinoa, but you can also use the black or the white varieties. They all have the same nutrition, which in fact, quinoa is a naturally gluten-free whole grain. It's packed with protein. In fact, it's a complete protein, so that's why we really like it. And you can use quinoa as a substitute for rice or couscous in other recipes.
Yeah, definitely. So what we've done with this quinoa today is just prepared it according to package directions, but instead of using water to boil it in, we used unsalted chicken stock, which just adds a lot more flavor. So that's especially important for a cold salad dish.
Definitely.
So we just let that cook and then cool to room temperature. So we can just set this aside for now and move on to our orange dressing.
Yeah, we're gonna make a really simple orange vinaigrette. First, we have some fresh squeezed orange juice.
Yummy.
Pour that in here. And then we have some extra virgin olive oil.
Necessary in a vinaigrette.
Yes, definitely. Okay, and then some low-fat buttermilk.
Now, if you don't have buttermilk at home, you can make a substitute for it as long as you have lemon juice or vinegar and milk. You just simply take a tablespoon of lemon juice or vinegar, put it in a measuring cup, a glass measuring cup, and then fill up the rest of the cup with milk until you reach a cup. And then you let it sit, or you stir it, and then you let it sit for 5 minutes, and then you have a great substitute.
That's a neat trick.
Yes.
All right, then we're going to move on by adding some honey.
Sweeten it up a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, we do have a lot of tart flavors going on in there with the buttermilk and the orange juice.
All right.
Nice.
And then just a little bit of salt and pepper to tie everything together. So give this a good whisk, and that's it for our simple orange vinaigrette.
And a lot of times we have a lot of these ingredients on hand at home already, so that's awesome. So now we're going to start assembling our salad. So I'm going to move this quinoa, this cooled quinoa, to a bigger bowl that'll fit all our ingredients. So just get that all in there.
Love that color.
I do too. It's so pretty with the red. Okay, and then you can go ahead and mix in the dressing. Here, I'll give you the spoon. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of our salad ingredients. So we have some chopped green onions, so a nice little pop of flavor and freshness with this. I'm just going to dump them all in. How about that? The next ingredient is craisins. Now, craisins are typically really sugary and sweet, so I usually wouldn't use them in a recipe, but these are 50% less sugar craisins, so a really great option if you like to use dried cranberries. Otherwise, you can use raisins or currants because they don't have any added sugar.
And all that natural sugar, natural sweetness.
Exactly. So those will go in. Some parsley for freshness. I'm not going to use all this parsley. We've got quite a bit chopped up here, but it adds a nice pop of color again.
Yeah, that green just looks...
And then finally, some toasted almonds.
Now these almonds, we just threw in a 300-degree oven on a jelly roll pan and baked it for about 8 minutes, or just until they started to smell a little bit fragrant and got a nice toasted brown.
Yes.
And these almonds are just going to add a nice crunch to this salad.
Absolutely. Now, this salad's awesome because you can make the quinoa ahead of time, you can make the whole salad ahead of time and stick it in the refrigerator, so take it out when you're ready to serve. But if you're going to do that, we would suggest leaving the almonds out until you are ready to serve, just so they stay crunchy. All right.
Looks really delicious.
Well, I think I'm going to give it a taste, see how we did today.
Move this for you. Just is so colorful. I love all of the craisins and the green from the parsley and the green onions. How is it?
It's great. I mean, you can taste that orange. You can taste the chicken stock. So many flavors going on. They're all really fresh. I love it.
Yeah. Well, we hope you make this fresh, simple, and nutritious side dish tonight.
And remember, you can always eat well with festival foods.